Hi guys, it's me Tech Segner. And today we're taking a look at something that could transform your living room setup into a proper home theater experience. If you've been on the hunt for a projector that combines solid image quality, decent brightness, and a modern design without costing a fortune, then this home projector LED home theater beamer system with full 1080p native resolution might be exactly what you're looking for. So let's break this down the way I always do. First off, this projector claims native 1080p resolution. And that's actually an important distinction. A lot of budget projectors advertise supports 1080p, but in reality, they're running a much lower resolution natively, which means you're not really getting the crispness and clarity you'd expect. Here you're working with true full HD, which means sharper details, more defined edges, and an overall better experience whether you're watching movies, sports, or gaming. Now let's talk contrast ratio. This thing packs a 10:0:0:0 to 1 contrast ratio, which is pretty impressive for a home projector in this price range. In real-world terms, that means deeper blacks, brighter whites, and an image that doesn't look washed out, especially in darker scenes. If you're watching a movie like The Dark Knight or Dune, you'll definitely appreciate the extra depth in those shadowy sequences. Brightness is another big factor when you're talking projectors, and here you've got 900 DAB brightness output. That's not the highest number out there if you're comparing it to ultra-high-end projectors, but for a typical home theater setup, especially in a darkened room, it's more than enough to give you a clear, vibrant picture. Even with some ambient light creeping in, you're not going to struggle too much. Of course, like all projectors, the best experience comes when you dim the lights or pull down the shades. Let's talk usability for a second. A lot of projectors in this category come with clunky menus, outdated remotes, or confusing settings. This one keeps things fairly simple. Setup is straightforward. Plug it in, adjust the focus, and you're ready to go. The unit has multiple input options: HDMI, USB, and AV, so whether you're plugging in a laptop, a streaming stick, a gaming console, or even an old-school DVD player, you're covered. For a home theater projector, flexibility is key, and this one doesn't lock you into just one ecosystem. Audio-wise, it does come with built-in speakers, but let's be real. No projector speaker is going to replace a soundbar or a decent home audio setup. The speakers are serviceable for casual viewing, but if you're building out a proper theater vibe, pair this with an external sound system. That's when you really start to feel the cinematic punch. One thing I really like is the balance between size and portability. This isn't one of those massive projectors that feels like a permanent installation, but it's also not so small that you're compromising on performance. You can move it around your house, set it up for movie night in the living room, or even take it outside for a backyard screening. Pair it with a simple projector screen or even a blank wall, and you've got a mini theater setup in minutes. Another underrated point here is durability. LED projectors like this tend to have much longer lamp lives compared to traditional bulb-based projectors. That means less worry about expensive replacements down the line and more time just enjoying the thing. For most users, you're looking at thousands of hours of usage before you even need to think about swapping anything out. Overall, this projector is a great option for someone who wants to experience full HD projection without breaking the bank. The 1080p native resolution makes sure your content looks sharp. The 10:0:0:0 to 1 contrast ratio ensures depth and richness, and the 900 DAB brightness gives you solid performance in a variety of environments. It's versatile enough for movies, gaming, sports, or even just projecting presentations if you need it for work. If you're in the market for a projector that brings that home theater feel without the huge investment, this is a solid pick. It's not trying to compete with the $3,000 4K laser projectors out there, but in its lane, it delivers way more than you'd expect. So yeah, that's been a closer look at this home projector LED home theater beamer system. If you want to grab one for yourself, check out the link in the description.